right. Laurie, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today. You were a personal referral to us here at Randstad. We worked with you actually on a business, the business side of things for quite some time. And so we are absolutely thrilled to talk with you about your next career opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the floor and allow you to tell me a little bit about some of the project work that you've been doing most recently.
Sure, absolutely. So my most recent experience is with Halifax Health. They actually implemented Workday, and my consulting side of that was where I was working with the benefits team, helping them implement their day-to-day activities and how to use the program and how to most utilize all of the reporting and things like that on the benefits side, and the front-facing interface and how it would look with the employees, and make it a little user-friendly, and also break it down to the benefits team as far as how to utilize that information going into open enrollment and things like that. So that was my most recent experience, was at Halifax Health. Prior to that, I was at Embry-Riddle, and I was the benefits administrator worldwide. So we had, if you think of any military base worldwide, Embry-Riddle's there. So I had to deal with various benefits for all of our employees, and all of the time differences that we had to deal with as well, and walking the employees through all their benefits, how to utilize them, also explaining FMLA, short-term disability, long-term disability, leave types. So that was a really great opportunity at Embry-Riddle. It was a really great place to work. So, and then prior to that, I was at the Volusia County Clerk of the Circuit Court. I started there as deputy clerk. I was there in the delinquency and dependency, started with Judge Jolly when she was first appointed as judge. So it was kind of neat to see her when she first was appointed judge. And then worked my way into the HR role. I learned a tremendous information on how the statutes work, the state works, funding works, and also helped with the benefits and COLAs and raises and interviewing and onboarding, terminations, reviews, kind of just a little bit of everything in the HR role with the Volusia County Clerk of the Circuit Court. So I was able to help recruit, retain a lot of the employees because I was one of the deputy clerks and kind of saw the day-to-day and the expectations. So that's pretty much a rundown of what I've done professionally. So
okay, I love that. And I know that you were in the contract work that you were most recently doing. I want to focus in a little bit more on that. So what type of software were you using for that position?
So we were actually using Workday. Prior to that, they had used Kronos. So they were shifting everything from Kronos to Workday. So all of that data, all that information had to be integrated into the new interface with Workday, which was tricky because trying to get two computer software systems to speak to one another is kind of difficult. It was, but using both of them, I retained some really good information and, you know, kind of helped the team get that information and the data over properly into Workday so that they could retain that information and the employees saw it as a seamless process.
Perfect. Okay. So my question for that, the reason why I asked that is that you're familiar with both softwares. Perfect. Yes, correct. And then tell me what your next position looks like, because we've already talked about it, and I'm excited about some opportunities that we spoke with about it, but what does that next position look like for you ideally, and why the change?
So I have taken the opportunity, because my contract ended, to kind of look at what my next steps would be. I would really like to get in with a company where I can kind of see myself grow and learn. I really love being around people. I love helping people. That's just one of my strong suits with my volunteer background and whatnot. I do feel as though I could be an asset to an office setting, kind of help guiding employees if that's needed. I kind of jump in wherever anything is needed. I kind of kid about Workday because I was kind of thrown into the fire because I had never used it before, and I kind of had to learn how to get through that software. But I think I excel in that and asking the right questions and digging deeper to understand and also explain to employees or other fellow coworkers of how to make the best use of those softwares and how to kind of move forward. So as far as my next steps, I'm kind of open to contract work, or something long-term would be great as well. If I find the right fit in the right company, I think I could be an asset to that.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Well, Laurie, it's been a pleasure talking with you and doing this part of the interview. I'm going to go ahead and stop this, but don't hang up because we've got a few more things to chat about.
Okay, sure. Absolutely. Thank